Dun, 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 dun,
Yeah,
dun, dun, dun,
I know.
dun, dun. Hello out there in YouTube land. I'm your host, Fnord, and welcome back to Color Animal Inn. This is episode 28.3, and 6 hours into it, we are about to make, well, I guess we technically just made our very first actual game roll, which resulted in Slanish realizing, as the party was looking for something interesting, that there might be something interesting right here. And we will see what happens next.
My God, the way you said that start, I thought you were gonna start doing this. Link is perfectly safe.
Uh,
Completely
I guess we're in this area. I'll do this.
I'm assuming that's perception. My
Yes.
YouTube's Michigan Shave Frog. Hello, my baby. Hello, my honey. Hello, my ragtime gal. No, that's Cordy's line. And yes, Nil
Okay.
has made a perception. So Nil's kind of looking around. Anybody else want to try a perception before we start determine what Nil's found?
well. First
Sure,
things
Alwyn would
first.
certainly be looking around as
It
well.
seems rather dark here. Is it actually dark?
Is it dark to your character? Are you talking? Let me look. It's not supposed to be dark.
Yeah, I see like
Well,
luminosity up to here, and then just
I
you
gave
know,
you normal vision. What is your? You're supposed to have dark vision.
I'm supposed to have low light, and
Low
you gave me
light.
low light, but it looks strange. It looks like there's a halo of light around my character, and then
Yeah,
uh,
there's
shadow beyond.
right because there is. Well, there is no external light source, although technically you're supposed to have the sun. So this area should be fully lit. It just is not because reasons.
You can say it's the shadow of the cave or cliff.
Yeah. So here is a simulation of the sun that should light things up for you. You should see everything fully lit now.
Yep.
There you go.
Oh, my eyes! The colors!
Me.
I taste the colors.
So yeah, unless there's a source of light, low light vision is going to give you a very narrow halo around you that be like what you can see, and then like I'm giving you some dim vision beyond that. But in case of seeing torches and stuff, you should be fine.
Yeah, that is incredibly weird. But
I've done the same thing for the animals, mostly because I will just tell you what they see, but if they're off in a distance, you'll get a vague sense. I've played with lighting a little bit in terms of different settings, and there's still things. It's not a perfect system.
yeah, it might be something like giving a character multiple types of vision so that you could just sort of stack them on top of each other.
Yeah,
Nils Insultinator doesn't really seem that insulting.
forward Earth vexing horn beast.
And anyway, system oddities aside,
Yeah, let's deal
I'm
with the game oddities.
I'm going to sniff around
Got
a
it.
little bit as well.
You have come up with the best perception roll yet. A
Sniff.
full 9 points ahead of the next highest, and 12 points ahead of the lowest. Make that
Which I'm
8
assuming is
points.
me.
You're 8 points ahead of the next highest. Guess who was the lowest? Wasn't Nick.
Me?
No, it had to have been Alwyn.
It was Alwyn.
Yeah, he has +0 to wisdom, I think.
Yep. So everybody, except Alwyn, well, even Alwyn would notice that these roses are a little bit out of character here. It's just a big old rose bush growing on the side of a rock face for no good reason.
Okay.
I sniff at it vaguely.
Smelling the roses, friend?
I am trained in knowledge nature and can make knowledge nature checks. So I guess my question is if I even need to make a knowledge nature check for this. Are these normal? Are these normal roses?
They are, in fact, completely ordinary, normal
Uh,
roses. It's a normal rose bush. It is alive. It is relatively healthy. But I just sent you a whisper about your smell.
may
Mind
I
you, I
do
do
a
not have scent. This is just part of my normal perception smelling. So I am not magical like a beast. I do not have actual scent.
how would Michelle's scent factor into this?
She would really only warn you if she smelled something dangerous or
Hmm.
like something specific that you were looking for. In this case, she probably smells the same thing I whispered to Tlanish, but it's not like registering to her that it's important. It's just more background stuff that she
Hmm.
smells. It's there.
Alright. Can I do a knowledge of locals check to kind of get an idea of like this general area?
You can, you don't need to, but you can.
I will reach and sort of, without actually ripping the roses, since it is a living bush, and all living things deserve to live unless I'm hungry.
Uh,
I'm going to just slightly pull it back so I can glance behind it.
you got it. Um, Dante, aside from just the incongruity of it being here, there's no reason it shouldn't be here. I mean, maybe somebody dropped some rose seeds here a long time ago. It just kind of looks a little odd. And you see Tlanish reach his hand like into the rose bush and kind of push a few of them aside. And Tlanish, you realize there is in fact something beyond this rose bush, which I need to do some things to reveal. Hopefully that should do it. And I screwed up because I do not have one of these, which is supposed to be here. There you go. Now you should see, hopefully, what I want you to see, which is a cliff wall with, oops, no, one more thing. There we go. There's like a tunnel or a hollowed out portion of the cliff hidden behind this rose bush, and at the end of it you see a stone doorway, which is,
Uh,
needless to say, closed.
does Dante see it as well?
If Clonish pushes the roses enough that anybody other than just himself can see, yes.
Right.
That's up to him.
So,
Yeah, he's probably not going to be super gentle with the roses, but he's also, he's not trying to purposefully rip them or anything.
Does Clonish have natural armor?
He does.
How many points?
2. He has
2.
very hard scales.
Cool. So he's probably getting scratched up and not even feeling it. Little
Yeah,
rose thorns.
his sense of touch is probably not the best.
Gotcha.
uh, so,
So yeah, you're aware of it.
alright, Dante, while riding Michelle, is going to approach the door.
Alrighty. You are going to either trample or get scraped the hell out of by this rose bush.
Michelle's going to end up trampling them because she's going over them.
So you're just gonna plow right through into this rose bush.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
and I'm thinking that since Michelle is kind of big,
You're gonna get trampled underneath.
yeah.
So I'm going to want, let's call it a fortitude save for Michelle first.
Okay.
This is going to go horribly. Snapping turtles are not good at Constitution, man.
Well, I'm thinking that since she has a natural armor of 10,
Oh yeah, she does, but not all over. She does have arms and legs and a head that are sticking out or getting scratched.
yeah, I have the scale mail barding,
Oh,
so she
you
has
do.
like boots and such too.
You're right. So yeah, ignore that. And how about Dante himself? What is he wearing?
He's wearing breastplate.
Does he have like chainmail underneath it, or is it all leather and cloth?
I'm thinking chainmail underneath.
Got it. So I'm going to give you a chance at getting scratched up here. So let me get a either a fortitude or a reflex save from you. Yeah,
Okay,
reflex if you're like trying to dodge the thorns, fortitude if you're just sort of ignoring the pain.
I'll go with fortitude.
Now take a D4 of damage from the thorns. 3 points. Michelle is unharmed, but Dante gets scratched up pretty badly as he rides on this turtle, just plowing through this pile of thorns. And he does approach the door. It is more or less exactly what you see.
Right,
That is a hint.
exactly as I see, but uh, can he? Well, he's like, does anyone here know how to detect traps or anything?
Yeah, I do.
Hold the F on. He's telling us to use the freaking macros.
Yeah, look and examine, work on doors.
Oh, okay, yeah, but I still have to get close to them, don't I?
Yeah.
Okay, well, I still have to try to go through this bush to do so. Uh, I'm going to
Isn't it
take out.
pretty trampled at this point?
I'm going to take out my masterwork rapier and just kind of trim up this rose bush enough.
Gotcha.
I make those noises, by the way.
As much as I'd like to look at your dwarf Nord, I'm not. I don't think I can. It's not.
Is it not registering? It might be old style, so it might not work.
It is not registering as a token.
I
I'm sorry.
apologize.
I
Never
tried
mind.
to look at your door, and your door was like, "Fuck off." I'm shy.
Oh, you know what? The door's probably on the wrong layer. No?
Come to me, door. Come to me.
Is it set as a drawing?
It's on the map layer.
Ah,
He wants the store to be a token.
Now it's a
This is a-
token. Now you might give it a try. Now it might not actually do anything.
I will look at your door. This
This is
is
an iron
an
door.
iron door. Thank you, iron door. It's very helpful.
Nick, I'm hijacking you. I just want to read this. See what it says. Got it. Yep, that is the case. Which one was this? Your first nil examination of the door is going to give me a perception roll. Got it. This particular door's stats indicate. Entry. Got it. You have not noticed anything unusual about this door aside from its presence.
I don't see anything. Try opening it as I step back. See if it's
Alright.
locked.
Alright, so Dante slowly opens up the door.
He
In
tries
before
to.
it's locked.
It turns out that it is, or it certainly does appear to be locked because it does not open.
All right. I will definitely. I think I can probably take care of that. So, I kind of need some space to work, my friend. My craft is takes a little room.
Dante's like, okay, could you move out of the way real quick?
Fucking turtles, man. Alright. Doo-doo.
Just imagine Michelle just really slowly moving out of the tunnel and Neil being like,
I got some burning hands. Go. I have I'm gonna take out my Masterwork Thieves tools and try to disable his lock.
Awesome. It is, of course, a disabled device check. You did not get the lock. You feel this is a very difficult lock. You think it is almost, but not quite, impossible for you to open this without some sort of enhancement. And you know that you have 2 more tries before you will give up.
And I can't take 20 on these.
Nope.
Alright. Yeah, I don't see this. This is a pretty tough lock, guys. Man, it'd help if I had the key. I'm gonna try one more time. Oh, I forgot to. I didn't click on my guy.
Holy crap, Nick. You never cease to amaze me. You rolled a natural 20.
Ha!
Uh-oh.
And
maybe
mountain's
this
gonna
is the
come down
character
on
that
us.
will break the curse.
yeah. So you start working your key in there, and then you just suddenly feel this bolt of inspiration as your lockpick and your senses, and you realize exactly how this lock was made. And you just sort of go, psh, it's like this, and pop, 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 all the little, whatever they're called, little piston-looking things,
The
and
Tumblr?
yeah, the lock snaps open quite easily.
Eureka! I knew that college class would pay off, and I opened the door slowly.
Would you like to open it up enough for, like, I guess you're just gonna open it up and peek in, huh?
Yeah.
Give me a second here.
As a javelin goes through my head.
Yeah.
It's a giant snapping turtle, fully grown, just slowly opens its mouth and bites your head off.
Cthulhu's on the other side. Hey, how's it going? Cthulhu, what are you doing here?
There's no way of outrunning Cthulhu. If I remember
On the other
correctly,
side is Pyron winking at you. Make a will save.
I fail. I take the fail. I'm infected by winking.
if I remember correctly, Cthulhu's stats are something like 80 fly, good maneuverability, like 40 or 50 base move, land move speed, and just crazy stuff like that.
If Cthulhu has stats, you're doing it wrong.
I was gonna say, just 80 fly? The fuck
No.
is that?
No, this is Cthulhu we're talking about, and he is literally unconceivable. That is the whole point. If you can put stats on him, you're doing it wrong.
Yep.
Well, it's like gods. You don't put stats on gods. You put stats for their avatars, but
Yeah.
Ooh.
If there's something anything can do, Cthulhu can do it.
Yeah. Well, maybe not even that, you know? I'm sure he has some limitations. He's not like God or anything. He's just an elder being. With
well, he'll get in your brain and make you think he can do anything.
this is true. Yes, he can do that, and he can probably twist reality pretty nicely. But I don't think he's quite up to the anything level. but from our perspective, he might as well be. That's the whole point. So, Nil, you open the door just a crack and you peek in and see what you see. Be aware that using the Alt key, you can move off grid and move, therefore, back and forth a little bit and get a better cumulative view into the room.
But run the risk of alerting.
Yeah.
All right. Hold on a second. I just want to check something. Because I can use the look and examine, right, on these? I can.
No, you can't. Unfortunately, these do not. These items do not. But by telling me, they look slimy, blobs. It's hard to tell. What is your light? You have dark vision?
Yes, I do.
Yeah. So in the darkness, you can tell they're just sort of amorphous blobs. They're not really doing much or anything. They're just sort of scattered along the floor here.
Would my knowledge of dungeons might know that these what these creatures might be if they inhabit dungeons a lot?
It certainly would. You could use dungeoneering. You can use nature. Dungeoneering is like anything a dungeoneer might find, or an adventurer. Right? It's kind of a catch-all. Nature would tell you more specifically about their habits and such. With your role, you're aware that there are various types of slimes, funguses, molds, things of that nature, any of which these could be, but you're not able to identify the specific species or anything. Doesn't look too dangerous, but there's like things like yellow fungus spores that you can breathe in, and then there are like molds and mildews that can get on your skin and all kinds of nastiness like that.
I see. All right, I will slowly kind of creak the door close. I'll even give a stealth check for you.
Awesome.
Don't disturb the fungus. Shh, the funguses.
As I slam the door. Oh, sorry about that.
The door slams shut.
I will go back to the party and tell them. Yeah, seems like some slimes on the other side. Not really sure the particulars of them. Well, you see one slime, you see them all. So I'm not going in first. I do happen to know slimes are bad. They just kind of really mess up your gear. It's hard getting dry cleaning out in these places.
Dante says that he'll willingly go first because that's what he came along to do, is to protect you guys.
In the
I love this
meantime,
guy.
Now, would
The
he
meantime-
knowingly walk into just something as disgusting as this?
well, he's slimy, they're slimy, they're kind of kin.
Yeah, that is something I hadn't considered. You're right.
Like, he's fine with this.
So, is that your choice? That's
He'll cautiously open up the door and be ready. Overall, he's like, I'm here to protect them. I might as well go in first.
got it.
Can I ready an action?
Yeah, everybody. Let's take a round each to decide what we're doing as Dante starts to open the door.
Nil is going to pull out his hand crossbow because he knows there are enemies on the other side. He's going to ready it and fire at the closest one he can see, which, if he remembers correctly, it's somewhere like around here.
Gotcha. Who's next? Twanish, what are you doing?
If Castle lets him, Tlanish is going to stand behind Nil and basically shoot over his shoulders.
Ready your bow? of
Yeah,
some
ready
sort?
to bow for a
Gotcha.
shot, yeah.
Sure.
Remember the red dot for that, please. Casa, as you move out of the way, what do you do?
I'm gonna ready a bow too, so if anybody gets past the turtle man or the
Uh-huh.
frog man, Then I'm going to shoot it.
Alrighty. Place yourself where you want to be.
Oops. I'm still on Mr. Brownleaf. There we go.
And Alwyn, looks like he and his raven have gone kind of to the south. Are you happy there, Alwyn?
Yeah, I'm gonna also ready my crossbow.
Got it. You
Oh,
know
and
how to
just
do the red dot?
Yes, I do.
Awesome. I
and
like
so
to use the red dot for red deed actions.
so everyone knows Michelle is also wearing like black sunglasses.
Nice.
Right, so Dante opens the door up a little bit and then slowly pushes it open with his lance.
Don?
And then he'll take a step forward with Michelle. And that is it.
All right. At this point, let's roll initiative. So let me pull up the turn order. Each of
And
you, I'd like all of you to have your companions just go on the same turn that your main character goes. For Alwyn, this... Oh, you're already on it. Beautiful.
I am familiar with the rolling of initiative.
Wow.
Gotcha.
Crit.
Yep. Go Dante.
Just you, Dinos, need to roll initiative.
Okay.
There we go. And I am going to roll initiative myself as soon as I get to the point where I can do so. Oh, interesting. And let's sort this out. Descending order. Dante, you are up first. There is a subtle shifting and almost like a wave-like force crosses the floor. These are not really meant to be directly representative. They're just sort of an indication that the floor here is covered with slime pretty much everywhere. These are just some, indications, some pictures of slime I can find.
Alright, can he... I'll make a perception check to see if he can determine what exactly is uh, what's uh, aggressive and not.
Gotcha. Not bad.
And can I have Michelle do a perception check as well for
No,
like
I'm
smelling
just going
anything?
to tell you that she does smell. She is indicating to you that she smells something nasty approaching and is beginning to prepare herself for combat.
Okay.
So, I would like you, Dante, to roll me 5d100.
Okay.
Are you fucking shitting me?
That is incredible. That is, wow.
And that's how much damage you took.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right, so hang on a second. This is going to take me a second to work out. Let's see. We got two
Sorry for
hundreds.
making
We
things
got a
hard for
91
you.
and a 98, or an 88. So the 91 and 88 are the ones I'm looking for. Two-
And just the 101, 100. Like how that line, like, the fuck? Are you Satan?
It's almost like it's flipping us off.
Yes.
I hope my rolls aren't going to screw us over.
Not too badly. 91. I need you to re-roll one D100.
Get another 100.
Oops.
Oh, then what are you cheating?
Oh, wait, no.
Yeah,
Yep.
nice try.
Oh,
I know what you're up to.
no, there we and it's a 91.
You already got a 91.
Yeah,
49.
49. That'll work. Got it. And unfortunately, I am doing this.
Is that from the one?
That is. I was not here until you rolled that one.
Random numbers.
Yep. So actually, I need to do. Let's see. You know, even with all the setup I have in place here, this still takes just a ridiculously long amount of time.
Just
Well,
because
you know, Tladish is happy. I mean, giant spiders, they're crunchy on the outside, gooey on the inside. It's delicious.
It's a delicious treat.
Oh, it's a female spider.
There we go. All right, Dante, you have actually not done anything to this point. You still have a full round ahead of you. One move, one standard action.
okay. He will charge attack Amoeba 2. 25 feet there. And
I do actually have sight on that particular amoeba. Would I have gotten my ready to action before he charged?
Technically, yes.
Because that will matter because I don't have precise shot.
Cool. So let's go ahead and take care of that and any other readied actions that want to go off as Dante begins his charge.
There's something weird happening with the light. I'm not sure if it should be in dim light or not. It is currently.
For you, it should be.
Okay,
Unless
so
Dante has a torch.
it will
nope.
be a. Well, I will roll you the attack first, and then we'll see if concealment is worth rolling. I don't suppose that's a hit.
That actually is a hit.
Then I'll roll you the concealment, and I'll try to roll above 20.
Yep,
I think.
always aim high. That's high enough. So that you hit for 10 points of damage.
Yep,
Which
10 points of
somehow,
piercing.
Yep, somehow manages to affect an amoeba. Somehow. So you're going to lose your red dot. Nil, you have a line of sight.
I do, but he is beyond my range, so I'm going to take a penalty to this hit.
With a
It's a 30
crossbow?
feet right. With a hand crossbow, it's only 30 feet.
Really?
It is. So
Crossbows
he's
are tiny.
yeah, he's
Gotcha.
50 feet out. So I don't know what that
It's
penalty is.
-2. It's
Okay.
2 points per multiple of your range. And I got a 20. 20 is definitely a hit for 2 points of damage. You don't get sneak attack against amoebas because they don't have vital spots.
Nope.
It's a rock. It doesn't have vital spots.
Vulnerable spots.
Vulnerable, thank you. So you're going to lose your red dot there. Kessa and Alwyn don't really have line of sight, but they do have ready action. So seeing the allies fire, And not having anything to fire at, you're pretty much stuck where you are until something appears that does fire.
Alrighty.
So Dante charges up and attacks the amoeba.
And that's charging.
So that's going to be a +2 to hit, -2 to your armor class. Being a lance, you're going to do double damage on a charge. You hit with an 11. Damage is 7. Being a lance charge, that's doubled for 14 points of damage. And the amoeba finally loses the last bit of cohesion and just sort of sloops to the ground.
Right?
Your lance goes through it like a knife through a raw egg. Making it Slonish's turn.
Planish is going to reach into his little backpack and he's going to sort of take out this little bone charm thing and just toss it up, and it's going to stick itself somewhere between the horns of his helmet and it's going to start glowing quite brightly. This is an ion torch.
You got it.
A very tribal reskinned ion torch.
So you're going to have the equivalent of a torch here. Why do I not have a torch? How could I have not built a torch into this? Oh,
A torch is, I
did.
believe, 30 feet of light and
I
then
just-
30 feet of dim light.
I just totally cancel that because it was right there the whole time.
And I'm going to waddle forward a little bit.
You know, these lightings, again, they might not exactly match Pathfinder, but they work in the system I'm using.
Look, an amoeba. Would you say that putting up the ion torch would take my standard action, or...
You're going to put it out again?
Well, no, I meant in the sense of activating it.
No, it's just, I'll throw that in. Oh, there's a
And that-
non-action or a free action or whatever.
In
Don't
that
worry about it.
case, I will fire upon this amoeba.
You got it.
Yes, I am pronouncing amoeba weirdly, just for funsies.
23 is a hit. Not quite a critical, but you did hit it for 6 points of damage.
I didn't hit it yet.
No?
No, I didn't hit it.
Why are you taking cover?
It's not cover. It's concealment.
Concealment.
It is in dim light.
Oh,
Cover is a penalty or bonus to AC. Light causes concealment.
I did not realize that. I usually just say if you can see it, you can see it, but so far so good. If you want that to be a miss, it's a miss.
It is what the rules say it would be, so it is
Alrighty.
a miss. Alas.
Alas. Oops. There we go. Casa, you're up.
Yeah, I realized that after I said, Let's see. Doesn't seem to be anybody coming out.
I realize it's been like 1 second.
True.
She's
But,
very impatient.
Yep.
Yeah. So I am going to move there. Trying to see if I could.
That's not doesn't have a health bar.
Oh. There's one back here that has one.
Yep. And you may wish to roleplay that you shot at something that you thought was an amoeba but isn't. That's up to you.
It could be amoeba. He's just hiding inside the slime.
5, 10, 15, 20. I'm gonna stay right here. Not gonna fire anything. I'm just gonna stay right here.
Ready?
I can ready one. Yeah.
Yeah. If you want. I mean, I'm suggesting. Yeah,
Ready my bow just in case I see anything move.
you got it. Next up is blank or my turn. Some things happen. Ding.
Ding president, ding president.
Nil's turn.
Alright. I am going to move 5, 10, 15, and 20. And I'm going to kind of 25. Now I'm in here. I'm going to give a perception, see what else I can see.
You got it. Nick, you're wasting all your natural 20s here, buddy.
Are you fucking shitting me?
I'm not.
God damn.
Roll me a
plus.
D100, please.
Alright.
More me, bud?
Slash roll 1d100. 23.
Uh, do.
Interesting.
Yep. And it's just stuck to the ceiling. But it has registered. There's probably enough cobwebs that Dante's bumped into one. You notice that it is registered Dante's progress and is most likely about to pounce on him or something.
Alright.
So, 5 feet, if I remember correctly, and then a standard action.
Okay. How? Yeah. What's reloading a crossbow?
A full move.
Full move. Okay.
Unless you have to rapid reload.
Yeah, I don't have that. So I'm gonna move the other 5 feet that I have left down here, and I'm gonna kind of scream out that there is. I'm gonna alert everyone that the spider is ready, and kind of alert Dante that it looks like it's ready to pounce on him. And I am going to put away my hand crossbow.
Now you can
And
use
pull
your
out.
standard action to reload it,
Oh,
because your standard action can be translated to a move.
this is true. No, I'm gonna go ahead and put it away. I'm gonna ready my rapier.
You got
So, for if anything decides to come at me, I'm going to attack it with my shiny rapier of, I don't know, roguishness.
it.
That's my turn.
All right. Instabination.
Instabination.
Spider One's turn. Spider One is going to launch out a glob of web at Dante. Dante, can I get you to move to the side so I make sure I target you and not Michelle? Thank you. 17 versus your touch is a hit. It says 1, but that is not damage. It is merely entangle. You have been hit and webbed, and the DC to break out of this is going to be a 12. Or let me check, because that may be the DC to avoid it entirely, but that wouldn't make sense if it's technically. No, that is correct. You are going to take a reflex. Make a reflex save versus a 12 to avoid that web.
Damn.
Nice. So, some little froggy sixth sense tells you that something's coming, and you manage to dodge it. And I'm double checking. Similar to an attack with a net. Yeah, okay, so that you wouldn't technically get the reflex save at this point because the attack would have hit your touch. But I already called it, so you managed to dodge it, as I said, because the GM is always right. And that was the spider's turn. It is Olin's turn.
Alrighty. Um, so I'm going to tell Coffrey to stay where he is, and I'm going to step over to here. Just a point of clarification: how big is the doorway? Would a large creature fit through it?
It is, each square is 5 feet, and I
So,
consider the
so
door to both simultaneously take up that entire distance and not take up any of it. So there, it's like a single pixel in the middle of that 5 foot width, if that makes sense.
okay.
And as far as like height and breadth of the door, it's just door sized. 10 feet high, 5 feet wide, something like that.
Okay.
A large creature takes a 10 feet by 10 feet
10 feet.
space,
Yeah.
and
So
it
it
would not
wouldn't-
fit through the door.
So it would not fit through the door.
You could
Okay.
ready an action
Yeah,
for when they pass through.
Well, second point of clarification: Tlanish is not considered a person as far as enlarged person
He
is
is.
concerned.
He is.
He is. Okay.
Reptilian humanoid.
So the casting time is 1 round, so I could start casting it right now, and then as Talanish moves through the doorway, he would become enlarged.
Yes, at the beginning of your next turn, he will become enlarged if you cast it at that point.
Okay. So I will begin casting enlarged person on Talanish.
Cool. Give me a blue dot instead of the red one, please.
Sure thing.
On Elwyn's on the intersection of the grid.
Yeah, you should be on the grid, but at the moment there's no real reason not to be. So if you really, really want to not be on the grid, that's all right. Just when when it becomes important, you'd have to pick one.
Sure thing.
So Alwyn's going to begin casting his spell. What's the range on that?
It's 30 feet.
Gotcha.
Someone better tell Tlanish what you're doing, so he's ready for this.
Can I is speaking? I'm assuming is like a free action.
Sure is.
Okay, yeah. I'm just going to say, it's about to get a little weird. Don't freak out.
Just put this rope and gag in your mouth. Don't worry about it.
So Amoeba 1's turn, and Amoeba 1 is going to just very slowly slosh and slime his way across the floor toward Dante and Michelle. And that's as far as it gets.
Oh God, really? Wow.
Amoeba 2's turn eventually.
Which
Amoeba
is dead.
2 is dead. Amoeba 3 up here. It is actually going to slosh there, and then there. And that makes it Dante's turn. End of the round. Start of the
Okay.
round.
This is what Michelle has to look forward to. Like when she gets old enough, she's going to turn into an amoeba.
And is it possible for both Michelle and Dante to attack?
I believe so. I
Because
am not overly well familiar with mounted combat.
all Michelle can do is bite.
Right. And I think if she's not doing anything else strenuous, it would make sense to allow that. Do you have a mounted combat section for me? Or not?
There is absolutely nothing that prevents a mount from doing so, but there has been debate about it.
Yeah, I would think it would make sense.
If it has something like a bite attack.
Yeah.
Something as simple as biting you can do while running or walking or whatever. So I can move and attack?
Yes.
Alright.
Okay, so just reading from the because I'm reading on some of these others. It says mountain. Here is the verbatim rules from the PRD. Mounted combat. These rules cover being mounted on a horse in combat, but can also be applied to more unusual steeds such as Griffin and Dragon. I want a dragon. Your mount acts on your initiative count as you direct it. You move at its speed, but the mount uses its action to move.
Ah,
Interesting.
Combat while mounted. With a DC 5 ride check, you can guide your mount with your knees so as to use both hands to attack or defend yourself. This is a free action. When you attack a creature smaller than your mount that is on foot, you get a +1 bonus on melee attacks for being on higher ground. If your mount moves more than 5 feet, you can only make a single melee attack. Essentially, you have to wait until the mount gets to your enemy before attacking, so you can't make a full attack. Even at
Right.
your mount's full speed, you don't take any penalty on melee attacks while mounted.
So the way I'm interpreting this is that while you're on your mount, you're considered one unit. Your movement speed is determined by the mount's speed, and by moving, you use up both your movement and the mount's entire turn. Then, when you are in position, you can make your own attacks from its back, just as if you had actually been the one moving, which in a sense you were. So if you move more than 5 feet, you can make a full round of attacks. However, if your mount does not move even 5 feet, it can make its own attack because it is not making any other standard action.
mhm.
Hit my hammer on the gavel or on the little thingy and make it so, and we'll work later.
Alright,
So, yep, 5 feet move, you cannot bite. Less than that, you can.
okay. Then I guess Dante will just stab at Amoeba 1 with his lance.
Cool. That's a reach weapon,
Yep.
so you can attack anybody 10 feet, but not 5 feet from you. And you attack and get a 7.
You get a
+1,
+1. +1?
8. That is a hit, doing 8 points of damage. Not double because you did not charge. And that was your turn, unless you do want that 5-foot step after all.
Yeah.
Got it.
Wait, no. Back one.
Got that too. I'm being real nice letting you undo moves. I should make that not a thing, but for now, Kalanish, you're up. There's always more ways to be a dick as a GM. I'm going to explore them all.
Well, yeah, there's an amoeba right there, as you can see. So he'll waddle in and lovingly caress the amoeba with his reach weapon.
And ask if it sells any grapes.
What was that?
And ask it if it sells any grapes.
Oh, waddle, waddle, and waddle away. Waddle.
I've infected
Horse
you with
shopper.
that.
No, I knew that long before.
Yeah, but I've infected you with singing it. This is the second time you're doing it
That's
with me
true.
around.
Damage of 12 points. Very nice.
Yes.
Minus 12. There we go.
He's not angry yet.
And
Yet.
Casa, you're up.
You're not going to try and trip the amoeba?
No, I'm not going to try to trip the thing with no legs. Thank you.
It's actually got an infinite number of legs, giving it an infinite bonus to trip.
I saw that thing move into my view, so we're going to shoot at it.
That is a hit for 2 points of damage.
Okay.
Not a very good hit, but a hit nonetheless. Take your red dot off, and if you want to move, you're welcome to do so.
Sure. Yeah. Wow. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. I can move here, and that's it.
You got it. My
Okay.
turn. Let me think what else is happening. Oh, okay. Nil, your turn.
All right. I'm going to hammer space my rapier away, so I'm going to take off my ready to action. Bye, ready to action. And so I pull out my hand crossbow again. I'm like, haha, I faked you out, amoeba. And I reload it with my full move and make a one handbow crossbow attack at this guy.
All right.
Whatcha?
Picka bicka boo. 1 point of damage.
Haha! And that's my turn.
Spider's turn. The spider's like, wow, I didn't order any food. And is going to move forward. 3 primary targets. Going left to right. It could go for Nil, but Nil's behind other targets, so it's going to go for someone in front of them. And it's going after Casa. So it's going to skitter forward to here. And it is going to kind of dip down from the ceiling and try to bite her.
Does it have reach?
It's got webs. 9 isn't going to do it anyway.
Well, what I mean is I have reach. So
Oh,
if
you
it
do.
doesn't, it crossed through my threaten.
It did.
So
But you're not aware it's there unless you make a perception roll.
Didn't I alert everyone?
She hasn't actually seen it yet. No.
Oh, I thought I alerted. I
As
was like,
a
You
passive
probably
action
said
or
there
as
was
an
one.
Oh,
as a
okay.
passive or as an active action?
Does it matter?
Wait, it can.
Well,
it
as
can
an active
Casa?
action, I would have had to take it on my turn. As a passive
Ah.
action, I would get a chance to see it as it basically scurries up.
Nope, you would have
In
had no
time.
reason to take it as an active, so you would have to take it as a passive.
I will take it as a passive.
You do not see it.
I do not see it.
You do not
There is a
see
what?
it.
What do you mean? There's a spider? I'm focused on
It has-
these blobby
Where is-
ooze things.
And it missed, and it is Alan's turn. Or
Okay,
All wine. Ale wine.
ale wine. So the way that casting a spell with the casting time of 1 round works is does it use your standard action for the first round and the second round, or
Nope.
the
Everything that it did during your last round, and it's
okay?
going to
This is just bringing it to
automatically.
the completion.
Yeah, the completion happens now. If you had been attacked or anything, there would have been a chance of being disrupted.
Okay.
But your spell is complete now. Slonish suddenly goes. And
Super Mario style.
Yeah.
And
you're going to lose your blue dot, and you have a full turn ahead, or full round ahead of you.
okay. So as I finish casting the spell, the scroll turns to ash and disappears.
Yeah. I'm counting on you to
and-
keep track of your scrolls on your sheet.
Yes, I have to go back and adjust the one that I just
Don't do
used.
it now,
But yeah. And then I will. I can see bits and pieces of creatures, but I can't see much of anything. So I will take a couple of steps forward and see what I can see.
All right.
Okay. Do I have line of sight on this amoeba right here?
Yes, you do.
Okay. I will take my light crossbow and try to make a shot.
Make me either a perception roll or a dungeoneering or possibly nature knowledge check. Something
Okay.
along those lines.
Let's see. I'll go with the, either way, nature knowledge or dungeoneering, I have the same, so I'll just do a dungeoneering. Oops, I didn't have my token clicked.
Gotcha. That is not, in fact, a living amoeba. This, however, is, and I don't know if you've got a line of sight to that.
This one right here?
You might be pointing on the
Yes.
GM layer of Nord. We couldn't see any pings or
Oh.
anything.
Okay. But yeah, this one is your target. And you can
Okay.
attack that.
Cool.
I moved all these fake amoebas to the map layer.
Crossbow, select a target.
6, really? Is that correct? Yep, you rolled a 2.
Yep.
That's a hit for 4 points of damage.
Woo! I feel proud of myself, and that will end my
What's their
turn.
AC? Like a 4 or 5?
What was that?
Their AC must be like a 4 or 5 if a 6 hit.
Yeah. Amoeba 1's turn. Amoeba 1 is going to shuffle forward and, being short, is going to attack Mushel. Moochie, where'd that come from?
What's
If it does enough
Dante have
damage, she'll be
attack of
mushy.
opportunity?
What was that?
I said, if it does
Dante,
enough damage, she'll be
No,
mushy.
QWERTY.
Oh, sorry.
Sorry.
Dante again attack of opportunity since it's within 10 feet.
Yeah, it started within and it moves forward, so at some point it's at like 9.99, and yeah, you get a attack of opportunity there.
Right.
Hit for 4. Oops, that was a mistake. Forgot that I'd already started its attack.
And I moved him, Michelle, further down so that you can easily.
Yeah, I got her. So it's going to try to kind of blob up against Michelle. And wow, 23 is a natural 20. Means it's going to do a critical bit of damage against him.
Even though her AC is 25.
Yep.
Active weapon? No. Weapon?
Does not have a weapon, but it does have armor.
Yeah.
Its weapon is its bite, so that cannot be destroyed. But she can be trying to bite it and like burn her mouth. Would you like me to re-roll, or would you like to accept a few rounds of being mouth burnt and unwilling to bite things?
I'll go with the unwilling to bite things.
You got it. So this amoeba kind of slops up towards her. She's going to try to bite it, and the acid burns her mouth. And roll me a d6, please. Oh, barely burns her at all. For the next one round, she may not bite. However, it did hit her for 4 points of damage, doubled for 8, plus acid doubled for a total of 10 points of damage to Michelle. And it's going to make a grapple attempt against her.
She's a medium size.
Oh, you're right. Thank you.
Yep.
So it's not going to grapple. It's just going to kind of splooch on her. Amoeba 3. Yeah, 50-50 chance. Most likely going after Sonics, but you never know. Yep. It's going to splooch forward. Now, Tlanish, you are now large and therefore have a 10-foot reach. Without the restriction of a reach weapon, you can attack things directly adjacent to you, too.
Yeah, but she already took her attack of opportunity.
I did not. I did not see the spider.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
I did not see it. I have it. So I will take it. I am absolutely not sure what the new dice for a horse chopper are. I think it's 2d6.
Yep.
I'm going to roll you a 2d6 and then I'm going to look it up.
You got it. And if you find it, Let me see that page. I've never been able to find that one.
So it's 13.
13 points of damage to the amoeba, and it is toast.
Well, I'm lying to you. It's a little more because I'm enlarged. It's 14.
Ah,
Liar.
okay, so it's still up then.
Yeah, if the medium
Yep,
sized weapon deals 1d10, then the large sized weapon deals 2d8.
2d8?
Mm-hmm.
Let's go with the freaking 2d6. Move along.
Yeah, move along. If you got a link to that, no, you got the PDF. You don't have a link.
Yeah, I have the PDF. Unfortunately, it's page 145.
Doesn't
It's
help
right.
me.
It's right in the PRD. Go to equipment.
It's in the weapons section of equipment.
Yep, and just scroll down. You go. You got coins, weapons, and then you have a little table. Tiny and large weapon damage.
The tiny table.
The tiny turbo.
Tiny table.
I'll look it up later.
Yeah, it's 2d8.
I'll open it right now because I think I'll need
Yeah.
it.
It's
I'm only
2d8.
seeing small and medium here. I'm not seeing like if we go up one.
No,
Oh, there
for
it is. Okay, I see it now.
Yeah.
Never
Yeah.
mind. Regardless, that is a dead amoeba, and it is Dante's turn.
okay. So Dante is going to put his lance away and pull out his flail. Like, no, his bastard sword.
Yeah, immediate action in my game.
Yep, and swing at the amoeba for hurting Michelle.
That's a hit for 4 points. And Michelle could bite, but she can't bite, so she doesn't bite. Any movement or anything?
I don't suppose I could reach down and give her a potion of cure light wound.
You can. Normally that would trigger an attack of opportunity, but this time it's just going to trigger an attack of opportunity. I had to make a decision there. I think it is.
8 plus 1.
So 6 points of healing. And it is going to try to bite at Dante.
Well, splash against him.
Yep.
You want a really fun fact?
What's that?
Really fun rules fact. Doesn't apply because amoebas are probably mindless. But when you provoke an attack of opportunity by drinking a potion, the enemy can target the potion.
Oh, cool.
Huh.
Try to knock it out of your hands.
Shatter it, ruin it, whatever.
Needless to say, though, the amoeba missed.
Yeah.
And it's Slanish's turn.
I am going to drop my horse chopper to the ground in absolute glee and run off to destroy Tokyo. Or
jump around like it's a big playground.
Yeah.
Or maybe just full attack this goddamn spider, and if I get any attacks left over, I'll attack the amoeba as well. I'm going to begin by biting it judiciously
Gotcha.
with my mouth. With my mouth bits.
That's a hit.
That's a hit, and let me roll the damage. It's a d4 for one size up off a d3. So that's 2 plus 4 plus 1 is 7.
7 points it is.
7 points of damage, which is really fancy damage.
Oh, he can see the spider now?
Yeah.
Well, I assumed that since it attacked, it dropped its stealth. It went scree and jumped.
Yep.
That is likely a miss.
13 is a... no, wait.
An 8.
An 8,
is
yeah,
a
that
miss.
is definitely a miss.
A 17?
17's a hit.
It takes... I think it's a d6 for... I'm just gonna add all the bonuses right fucking now, because math is hard. 11 points of damage.
Alrighty.
And that is my action.
Cool. You still do get a 5-foot step if you want it, but I can't imagine why you would.
I am fine. I like it here.
Casa, you're up.
I'm going to step back into my birdie space and try to poke the spider.
You can't do that.
Why?
Going around a hard corner.
Oh,
That, and it's a reach weapon. And that's 5 feet. You can't attack within 5 feet, can you? With a reach weapon?
I thought
No.
it was. I thought you said I could move back 5 feet and do it.
You normally, yeah. If you were right here and you moved into my space, you'd be 10 feet away.
If he weren't in your goddamn way, everything would be fine, is what he's saying.
Well,
Yes.
technically,
Yep.
I could. Oh wait, no, never mind.
From here, yeah, that's too far. You would want to make an acrobatics, which would put you in this square and able to attack.
Yeah, no.
Or you can switch weapons. 'Cause I'm sure Nick didn't send you into combat with only a reach weapon.
I did.
Long spear and a composition longbow.
You want it, but there was a reason for this. In the party loot, if you look down, a masterwork spear and a masterwork longsword. You can choose.
Those are acceptable. Yes, you can use those now.
Really?
Yes.
Pull 'em right
So
out of
why
party.
didn't you tell me this earlier?
Because I'm evil.
I
Damn
love
it, man.
this.
It's always my
Somebody's
fault.
sleeping on the couch tonight.
Yeah, it's her. It's fucking my bed.
He bought it for me. I'm the one who told him to get it because he was sleeping on the couch.
Yeah, man. Dude, I made as much money that, like, I got called the cheapest person at my work because as much money as I was making, I slept on the couch for 6 months.
Yeah.
Well, see,
I think Casa
I
suddenly
don't
has a
even
spear.
I don't even sleep on the couch. I sleep on the floor. Floors are comfy.
I
They
have.
can be. So yeah, there's a masterwork spear and a masterwork longsword, both available. Both would work for you. Both can be in your hand instantaneously.
The wonders of hammer space.
Yes.
Well, unfortunately, she can't use the longsword with proficiency, so I would strongly suggest the spear.
Yeah.
Okay.
Alright.
Just give me a D20 and we'll work out the math after that. Or you can make a melee attack. I keep forgetting that's in there.
Yeah, I forgot that was in there too.
Yep. So you would hit with a 14. Its armor class makes that a hit. Work
Okay.
out your damage and put the spear back in hammer space.
D6 plus 1.
D6 plus 1.
Nice.
7 points. It is badly wounded, but it is still hanging, I guess. And now you could move if you wanted.
5 step back if you want.
Yeah, I think that's good.
And how about Mr. Butterworth here?
Butterworth?
Your bird?
Oh, he's gonna go back out this way.
Gotcha. Nope. Flap, flap, flap.
Yeah.
Nil, you're up.
Alright, Nil is going to time his jump onto Flanch's tail, because I'm imagining it's kind of whipping around every now and then.
Oh,
And
yeah.
he's gonna use it as a as like a jump board over this spider. So I'm going to make an acrobatics check.
Gotcha.
Oh shit!
Yeah,
Maybe not.
yeah.
I'd
Go for
say,
Would you say that was an acrobatics or?
Yes,
no?
absolutely.
I'd say like 2, but like it's.
Oh god!
Nope, not with an 8.
No.
So,
I was gonna
Slonish,
say-
Nil has just kind of reached over and stepped very deliberately on your tail for some reason.
Yeah, I probably just sort of I probably don't notice actually. I probably can't feel his weight at all in this state. So I absolutely unintentionally sabotage his attempt.
Got it. Would you
Uh,
say maybe you pull it out and make him fall?
Probably not. It probably just whips him back
Would you say it
into
if I
where
asked you
exactly
again
where he
nicely?
started. Uh, it's just whipping around. If he gets slammed into the wall, well, it's too bad.
can I
So,
make a
Nil,
reflex save?
you've lost your move at a minimum. You
Ah,
can reflex if you want, but that's going to be a player choice.
all right. Well, that didn't work out. Hmm. No, I don't have. No, I don't want to use those. Those come later. Um, I'm gonna throw a dagger. I have a dagger. I don't have it
Okay,
set up, but I have one.
that's right. Just make it a ranged attack.
Okay, ranged attack.
13 is not a hit.
My dagger, and that's my turn.
Spider's turn. The spider is badly wounded and is going to turn. No, it's going to bite first and then it's going to run away. I don't know if that's really what a spider would do, but that's what this one's going to do. Eventually. With a 6, it fails, and as it skitters away, reach weapon.
I numb the ever living shit out of it. I'm going to numb because that's what Clownish would do, even though it's his weakest attack. You just fucking snap at the bitch.
Yes, indeed. And with that attack, you've actually, you can eat it if you want.
Crunch, crunch,
Delicious.
crunch.
Yep. And no, Amoeba 1 is still alive, so let's see, that was Spider's turn. It is Alwyn's turn.
Okay, let me see if I can actually see Amoeba 1.
Yep. You should be able to see him. He's right.
Oh yeah, right
here.
there. Do I have line of sight with Solanish and
You do. They are concealed or covered.
okay. Well, since the spider is dead, I can step in. Moving through a friendly space is okay, correct?
Sure is. You just can't
Okay.
end in one.
Right. Okay. So I'll take a step over here.
10, 15.
Are they still concealed?
From this angle, no. They are in
Okay.
melee combat, so if you're trying not to hit your ally, you're going to take a -4 to hit, but if you're doing some like magic missile or
I
something.
will. Yeah, I will pull out a scroll of magic missile and I will cast that.
Make it so, number 1. Magic missile hits automatically anything you can see and does 1d4 plus 1.
So there we go. 3 points of force damage.
Nice. The amoeba still seems to be moving, however. And as it does so, it is going to splooch up either on Dante with a 1 or Michelle on a 2 or a 3. Because, logic. 1, 3. Yep. 1 slam attack against Michelle. Not gonna do it. Dante's turn.
Alright, Dante is going to swing his bastard sword at her again. He does not like it.
18's a hit for 8 points of damage. 18 is actually 19 is a hit for 8 points of damage. There's mounted combat and all that.
Yep.
Are you sure that's not a... No, it wouldn't be included in your BAB. It would be additional because you're not always on the thing. Anyway, the amoeba dies.
And I just realized I could have possibly saved Michelle from lots of damage using the mounted combat heat.
How so?
Mounted combat allows him to make ride checks when his mount is attacked to replace, but it was a natural 20. It was gonna hit.
Yep.
Like, no matter what you replace your mount's AC with, a natural 20 hits it. So.
Yep. At least in my game, not in everybody's game, but a natural 20 is always a success, and a natural 1 is always a failure, regardless of anything else except for.
It's always a hit. And normally it's always a hit.
Oh,
it's
yeah.
not always a crit, but it's always a hit.
Yep. So, folks, we are at a minute or an hour 20. We just hit a great breaking point, so that is what we're going to do. I'm going to take at least a 5-minute break and come back to episode 28.4 of The Color Animal Inn. See you soon.